Hey, welcome back. And this is the first game for versus Philosopher with a Bright Marsh map pick. Give us a way for the draft. Yeah.
Okay, so as we see from the team of Saw, they have Monty BD on the Atlas, and he's opting for the rewind instead of Big Wall. Okay, and we see Fahim Lucifer with the Cripple Grover. I see Inar with DR reduction, and the Cassie on the Blashar Cassie, and Tiberius with Tiberius. And we see in the enemy team, there's Terminus, Ash, Damba, Eevee, and Imani. As you see here, the Imani's job is to poke out the champions, as she does 1k per shot per Kamehameha. And
Kami.
yeah, the Imani is basically Kamehameha.
I really love to see how Imani face against the Tiberius with the explosive sword talent. And then I think
Yes.
both of the teams draft a double tank comp very wisely, considering this map need both sides control. And I would say um
But
Dawn
I
might be
think,
a better matchup with the Grover healing. That is like way easier
but
than.
look, he's not using the Big Wall Atlas. He's using Rewind Atlas. I think Big Wall makes a bigger impact on this map. It just stops the Imani from Kamehamehaing.
I think Alice might having a better time with Deja Vu against both Ash and Terminus. Considering if he misses it, this might be a lose of big battle because let's say if Terminus off after and then Alice just set it back, he can just return back to 1 health and then Terminus like got nothing to do with
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Exactly.
And
Same with Ash as well. So
yep.
a good pick
And
for Atlas.
since over in the team Saw, there's no wrecker, so that's good for team Saw as yeah.
They don't
And
have to buy any
also
record. Yeah.
yeah, they don't have to buy any wrecker. Yeah.
So let's start the
Okay.
match.
Let's start the matchup now.
Honestly, I really love how this see how Alice plays on this map. It has been a long time where you finally get picked by people right now in a core team.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, Imani is going Mana Rift because
Yeah.
of the bug. Yeah, you can't see it.
What it does, it charges your mana to do a 2k burst with your
Yeah.
fire bomb or a 4th burst.
And now we see that Alice trying to take control of Garden side, but the
Yeah, but
Eevee,
he's alone on the left side.
he's alone against 4 people as well. A
Don't
DPS
think
needs
he
to go with
used
him.
all
He
the
cannot
cooldowns.
play
I
alone.
think he would cut. Oh, but he traded with
He
100
got so
health.
easy.
And
With
now
100 health
Team
left
Saw is taking
forward.
control on the pond, but
And the healing comes through. The healing comes through. Now Alice is back full now. And now
Sherlock is still healthy with the rest of the team besides Eevee.
yeah. But Velux needs to look for a bit of a small recess and try to get a pick early on.
I think he got rooted and then he has to teleport back.
As you see, the Alice getting dangerously low again. The Alice getting caught out. Now where can Alice go? And the Alice
but
gets
Imani
killed by
getting
Eevee.
3 on the pond fight. Nice,
Oh
Imani.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even realize. You see how much burst potential Imani gives.
I think Velox Omega focus too much on the side and then they just ignore the pond because they thought Terminus can
Another triple kill for the Imani. Another triple kill for the Imani. You see, Imani is basically like budget BK.
Yeah, and the dragon comes through and let's see how it does. I think
And the dragon comes as Imani has the balls. The ult right there.
they're doing a really aggressive jump here. Because the 2 tank force, I don't think they will survive this one except for Tiger. Oh,
the Tiger gets fallen as well. Oh, this just makes the reset even harder.
Yeah.
And now they're 4-man zoning.
And if you guys don't know, once it goes down from the spawn, you can never get up without using your mobility. So, it might be harder for Saw now. They have to figure out how to use their ultimate effectively.
They need to get their picks. Saw needs to get their picks. They need to use the Tiger to dive. That's what the Tiger is for. The Tiger can be used to dive, and the Cassie also needs to use more of a blast shot to try to zone out the enemy team.
Yeah.
But we see the Term dropping dangerously low, but getting healed back up by the Damba.
Now they just tried to snowball, but they lost Monty again on the Atlas. Over Otter, but I don't think he will save everyone. And now Tiber trying to stall this defense a little bit. Oh, what a great run from him!
Oh, what a great run! Yeah.
But he got.
And we see
on
the side of Velox Omega 3 are low, and now the Eevee gets taken off. Now it's just and the Ash got taken off. Now it's Damba, Term, and Imani. And look at the Term trying to retreat, but the Term is caught off in the backline.
Yeah, they have to figure out another way of approach now. Now still have 2 tanks out. Pretty sure this will be defended correctly. But if you look at Imani, her Ultras wasn't that actually fast. So I would like to see once the dragon is up, how are gonna do with it, or like how Palau is gonna use it. But the Terminus got 2 tanks on the right side. I don't see this going well for Team Saw though.
Yep. As you see,
they even need to use the dragon.
Yeah, they don't even need to use the dragon. Yeah, and also,
Alice dropped it, but he has to use all his cooldown.
But looking at the respawn advantage, Team Saw is slowly coming back one by one, but they're getting picked off one by one. So it's just a matter of time.
Seismic crash God, but I think Terminus will. Oh, he got pushed off. I don't think this is going well for Team Saw.
It's a push successful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ash just showed a bash or either right click Dina once the Urban Guards go down. So good work from Furlox.
Yes, very good work from Velox. You see, they need to try to get Imani. The Imani is the biggest problem right now.
Yeah, as you can see the damage chart is
46. The closest is Eevee on 37k damage. It's
all
literally
the
a
team.
10k difference.
Yeah.
And all of Red Team are bolstering through the damage charts, and also Damba is out healing the Grover currently.
I think that Furlox has a very unpunishable team, considering all the healings and double tanks and Terminus imprecise on the point.
As you see,
Imani with the dragon, I don't think he will use it right now, but Atlas with the ultimate on the left side.
And Velox Omega is slowly charging up their Eevee ult, as the rest of the team already has their ult up and ready.
Omega coming from the Tiber, but he got stunned and forced out by Damba.
Pulling out the blades again, 360.
But they lost. Oh, what a good snowstorm! We'll get 2 picks. Now they have to reach back to the point. I think they used the dragon just to force out the pawn presence.
Yep.
And now Saw has to back up again. Even though they have 70%, they have to do something to reach her. They don't have any ultimate. Once Imani's get in this position, if you look at him, just 2 charge of fireballs, just 2k damage once you get off.
Like what Acid said, stand still for mana.
You see the Tiber almost just get killed. I think this would be a 3-0 for Lost Omega.
Yep, as you see, it's a 3-0 now with the Nara falling dangerously low, and the Nara doesn't get picked off though. Now we see that Term gets rewind.
Grover, but I don't think they kill anyone to follow up.
Yeah, like they need to have follow up for their Grover route. They need to have follow up for their money.
Alice just be a sitting duck right now. He used all his cooldowns.
They don't. Team Saw doesn't have enough. Team Saw doesn't have enough finishing blows. I think the Tiberius needs to try to play more aggressively on this.
Yeah, he has to die with Atlas a little bit more on the far side.
Yeah.
But I think
even if
they have
Tiberius dies, he still needs to try to die for the pick.
All the members from Team Saw just dropped down from the high ground. I don't think this is going well. Ash Dominus gets 2 stuns
and now Cassie
and now Tiber has to force his off to stall this again.
And the rest of Team Saw falling dangerously low as we see the Term is
gonna
go for the ult. The Term is opting for and the dragon comes out as well.
And
it
now
should be a 4-0 unless Unless someone
Can't
can
do
put a
anything. There's a
pentacle,
dragon on top of them. What am I gonna do?
pull off a phasing and 360 on Tiberius.
GG. What a great match from Velox Omega.
Yeah.
I love how they play with the Imani and Terminus. Um, it gives them so safe poking during the mid fight, and then once they get into the last trip pawn, the last turn around of the payload, Team Sword just have no tools to deal with it. They have to deal with the dragon. They have to deal with every art from the other team. They have to force the art.
Alright.
That's why they never kept the pawn.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, thank you guys for tuning in for the first game. The second game will start up at 7:50 p.m. Now we're going into the second game of Team Velux Omega versus Saw Titans Realm. As we see the draft picks here with Tiberius, Grover's in back and opting for the ROM. We haven't seen the ROM in a long time. And in the enemy team Saw going with Decimation Terminus, Imani, Ash, Drogos, and Genos. Binary Star Genos, but probably gonna change it. As you see, they don't have much potential for the ROM, except for the Genos script. So it gives the ROM a big chance to free roam around. I think the ROM should start off with Chronos as he does.
Yeah, one thing
As a,
I'm surprised about is the Ram doesn't have any counters now, except the Frost Bomb or Genos Grip. You might have
it's
a better
basically
chance.
just Dell Rocks running in the 90s.
Yeah. Noticing Saw actually take up two champions played by the other team last match, which is Imani and Terminus. I think they might have to realize how good they are. Like synchronizing together, the synergy was actually pretty good. But on
Who
this
do you
map,
think?
I don't know.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
do you think has the early game potential in
I
this
would
match?
say actually I would go to Team Store considering Genos can dismount through the gate once gets up to master riding all those stuff, and then Thomas can just hold Barn on the left side, which is really great from Team Store. One thing
By the way,
I'm
yep.
careful will be their sustain won't be enough like
Let's show
once
our
it goes to
respects.
late game. So
Let's show our respects to the Rom on Iza. Let's spectate the Rom in the first battle.
he's emoting.
Yes, voting, nice Rom. Easy. Yeah, let's just watch where the Rom goes in the beginning of the fight. I would just like to see how he runs around.
Iman is running
Because it's pretty funny. Like,
burst
Rom could just run. Yeah. But remember, Rom has a base of 4.6k health and also an extra 3 to 5k shield from his Q. See, the Rom is trying to take cabin control here and just pushing in on the Ash.
Saw is stacking the tank.
As he's opting to go for his run now. And slowly hitting the terminus, hitting everyone around him, running in the 90s.
So far, no kills. But the Drogo's just, I said, stop
As you see, the Rom is just sustaining himself, and he goes for the run again.
But he got Genos
Oh, and the
but I
Genos
don't think he'll do anything about it.
And look, Rom's run is about to be up again if he presses his Q.
And now,
Rom,
Team
run.
Omega has 48% instead of 60 rising.
Oh, the run!
I don't see this ending well for Saw again.
Yeah, because of how good the Rom pick is doing.
If you think about
let's
any
move
burst
around.
damage from Saw, they actually cannot burst down.
Yeah, let's move around to other people actually. Let's see perspectives from other people now. We need to stop looking at the run.
We will see if this
but he gets picked up.
a better advantage here on the defense.
As you see, the Imani needs to poke the enemy more out. The Imani needs to use his 1k, 2k bursts. As the Imani is opting to go with Pyromania here.
Let me maybe correct this one. I think Storm might have a better ultimate, so they might winning late game if using the ult properly. Like they have the dragon.
They have the two dragons, yeah, exactly.
Tiger
as both teams are going
for
first and their two
but the
tank
Sin
bombs.
spike comes from behind and he gets a double kill from the backline. And he got healed by Grover, oh my god.
Oh, that would be a great dragon ult actually right there.
and he just
Oh,
opted.
and he ulted for. Oh my god, the
Look at the
dragon.
dragon, he just got
But the dragon just
melted
gets
by
bursted
open
in
space
1 second.
by
Now the Samani is caught out and needs to retreat really
Yeah.
quickly. As we see the
It's only
Ash in the
1
corner
minute
by
and 15
herself.
15 seconds left, and then
Yeah,
Taylor's
they need
half
to retreat. They can't die here. They can't die here.
They have
Even though they have
cancer stagger. Look at the round, how
They-
aggressive he is. No one's gonna punish
Yeah.
him.
They need to punish the ROM, but they can't. That's the thing. They have to use the Drogo's punch for the ROM.
No, the Tiger great flank on
And
the
the
left
Tiger
side.
finishes
And
off.
now he's trying to aim for the Janus, but they are so grouped on the left side.
Yes. As you see, the Tiberius try to finish off the Drogos.
So far it's 45 seconds left, Taylor. Still on the way, not yet close to checkpoint, but the Druid is so low and the Tiger but the Ash might. Yeah, Ash.
Oh, the Ash uses his ult and gets the pick on the Tiberius.
Go a little bit longer. The Terminus ulted, but I don't think he'll do anything. He's the only one left on pawn. I think this will stagger out and then still be a 1-1 for it.
Yeah. This game should probably be staggered out because of how far away the respawn is. It's really hard for the enemy team to get back. As you see, Rom is just running again without any
Did he die even
consequence. He died once, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he died once. As you see, Zin gets back on the point, and now
Have
Imani is cut out.
And now they have a chance to do the Sin Spy get on Ash. They may spy their push because they only have one
Look
hit
at
now.
the ROM. Look
And
at the ROM. The ROM is just
but
taking
Terminus
up all
gets
the
traded.
damage. I think this is a push.
Depends on how Drogo's aim with the shot, but he'll get taken down. But there we go.
There's
What a
the
good
push.
I think he all start. Oh, did Ram just ult it?
Yeah, the ROM just ulted.
Oh. But I think this is a good push. I think the Sin
Opega
Guillotine
ROM.
initiated the fight so good on the Ash after he got asset dominance. So, but right now you can see 2 dragons are up for team stall. So I'm very interested to see how they're gonna work it out. And
I wonder why ROM ulted there.
But if you look at Team Omega, they have 2 master riding. This is gonna help them flanking from the far side. Whereas
But the enemy only has 1 master riding. They need to invest in master riding. Because master riding is essential on this map. Maybe even better than COD. Master riding just gives them, like, even if they die, they'll come back really quick in a jiffy.
They noticed this man, but I don't think maybe he will land it. You see Ram just goes to the back
Okay,
line.
but Genos uses grip, and ROM is still full.
Oh, what an unlucky full time in space. But the pawn capture is still going on for Omega 30%, and now they got 2 picks.
Yep. As you see, shots are trying to rain down from the Drogos, and see Drogos trying to zone them out through AoE,
So
but that doesn't work.
Where's the ultimate from Dragon? Where's the ultimate from Imani?
Yeah,
No
they
ultimate?
need to communicate with their ults. Why aren't they using their ults early? Why are they just saving it? Saving it for what? The
It's already
defense?
84%. Now they use it. No one's gonna touch the pawn. Tournament is so far behind Stone Down.
They need to utilize their ults better.
Omega.
Like Saw's ults are better compared to Velux Omega, but they're not using it correctly.
You see how Terminus staggered himself up?
Yep.
Along with the
Terminus just staggered himself with his Siphon. He needs to die early, or it would just be harder since the respawn disadvantage. As you see, all of them grouped up in high ground, and now the ROM is trying to run through. Look at the ROM with his run again, running in the 90s.
You see, even if he got fall grip, he's still like still can have a
Oh, but he gets finished off.
Down,
And
And
now
now
the
they
Zin.
have to initiate aggressive zone.
Oh.
The Guillotine
Oh,
comes
the
again.
Terminus finished off.
Get tanked.
As you see, this.
A great
Okay.
shot
The Zin
by
finally
Imani.
gets punished. The Zin finally gets punished for his greediness. Now, I think, yeah, what you said earlier, they need to communicate on their ults. Like, they cannot save it. Even if they save it, they can get it back really easy since this push is a long push.
Just Ram can just walk himself all the way through the backline so effectively. Like it's
This
like
map
massaging
should be-
very into your health.
This map should be like a 3-3-4-3 scenario, but
And now they lost
because
Ash.
they're not because Saw is not communicating properly. That's the problem right now. They need to communicate more.
And now
As you
they
see,
lost
Monty
her.
PD just fall down and Rom is on his run again, running
They're
in the
staggering
90s.
themselves. And I don't think this Drogo's like, oh! And he got
Oh,
traded
but
out.
Trokos gets traded for it though. They only have Imani to try to stop the Imani and Ash. What can Imani and Ash do?
And now they lost the dragon. In a
Yeah, they
defensive
lost
zone.
the dragon
40
again.
seconds left. Payload is like...
Will they push it in time?
I think they have to commit using the Oz, or else this is gonna be a 3-1. But
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, so they might make a mistake during the tanks. You can see last time the tanks were disconnected from the teammate. So
Yeah. As you see the Rom starting to. Oh, but he gets
and
Genos
he
script.
uses
Oh
up,
no.
but he got traded out. Unlucky for them. And there's only 5 seconds left.
Did the Rom ult again?
He did.
What did he ult?
I think Term did a good job saving the Imani from the Ram out. And now it's a 3-1. Team Saw has to play on the string. Now they have a set dominance and through time and space. They have to let
And they don't have Rom Legend Rom ult. That might save the enemy team. They don't have Rom ult. They don't have the CC.
They have
from
this,
Rom.
execution from Sin plus a Doom Shield. And then they have an execution as well where Strogos doesn't have it, but we'll see how it goes. It's 3-1
Yeah.
and then all of them has mass riding besides Grover. So I would see Genos dismounting them, maybe giving them a better positioning to win this one.
Yeah.
Well,
And we
it's
need
gonna
to
be
see how
another
Team
fun.
Saw uses their ult.
Yes.
As you see, the Drogos just screw up his jump.
That's kind of unlucky sometimes, you know.
That's unlucky.
And,
That's
he misses his 2 times kind of
He
earlier.
goes for the ult instead of the
But
demount.
the Sing's coming from the
He
left
goes for
side
the
with
ult
the
instead
round
of the demount.
and the Jogos just get killed.
Jogos
Oh,
gets
but they
ulted
get
down.
traded.
They get traded. Yeah, it's a
And
1-for-1.
got,
But in
but
this
the
case,
Ash-
it's an advantage.
the dominance to Genos.
And the money gets picked up as well. The money was too greedy, I think. The money's positioning. And now, it's the Term solo on point. What can Term do? He's staggering himself.
Now as you can see, Red Team is falling apart. They're not even grouping
Yeah, Red
yet,
Team
and
is falling
they were
apart.
keep fighting.
They need. If they want one more fight, they need to die now. They need
the
to
Tiger
reset
just
right
gets
now.
2 picks on the backline.
But
I
look
don't
at the
think
Term
this is going
trying to
well
save
for
himself. Yeah.
Ash might have
As
a
you see,
chance
the
to,
Term
but
gets
he
staggered a lot by 5
Oh,
seconds.
Unlucky.
And now they need to go for the dive, or they can't.
I think
I
this
don't
is
think they
it,
have
yeah.
any dive potential. This is it. Yeah, this is game.
Yeah. Once they misuse their ult, this is game.
Wait, they're not on the point.
Wait.
Nice. I think
Oh.
they're doing it for they're doing it for
That's
the funsies.
actually a good good strategy.
That's toxic though. That's toxic though.
Making your enemy feel like, oh wait, did they buck out?
That's toxic though. All right, we'll be back in
GG
2 minutes with the third
Omega.
game.
I think we can spend some time talking about how Corvus heal actually. Notice he's actually have that Shadow Tribunal card that makes up the 15% decrease on his talent when he's heal people.
Yep, it's fine. You're great. Okay, we're good. Great. They actually interestingly have opted to give up high ground here. I mean, Sword Titans shown. They have left one member onto the point, and that's not what we're gonna do. Stianara actually makes a lot of space, and the first pick falls in favor of Shama, and the second kill falls. This EP Honeystar grabs another one. But the thing is, now they're on the back foot, and if Epicfoot staggers himself out, this is gonna be another 10 seconds without the Inara, and 33%, and I mean...
Very
Well,
interesting
Titans.
dash from the Corvus. Notice he can just get out of the jail so easy with all those high ground and stuff.
Yeah, his movement has been amazing. One of his best strengths. Kind of interesting to see him use the 2 marks. He just leaves it onto the 2 flanks, but the Barrack is dying here, so you need to give him a bit of a heal. Oh, don't worry about it. Ooh.
Rocket Barrage coming in from Victor, and then we got Barrack. But now they have taken 2 kills on the high ground, but he got traded out by this Tiberius.
Tiberius actually finding more than his fair share of work in this fight. He's actually doing an extremely good job, but as I say that the retake comes in from Sa.W, it's just really good.
Yeah, I
Anisa is
think.
forced to touch the point.
Yep.
90%, and finding the cripple is gonna stop him, and that will be the end of his life. 1-0 as Sa.W take the lead. You can press 0. Press 0, by the way. No, not 0 on your numpad. 0 on your 1 to 10 keys. 1 to 0 keys. There we go. Already the Victor's pushing up here. He's probably able to find a Corvus in the back lane. If not for the Imani just sitting back there for so much of a nuisance. And like, you can see like the Imani EV combo just really paying out in spade, working out in spades here for Velox Omega.
As we see how much burst potential that the Victor and the Imani both have.
Yeah, for sure.
It just depends on who bursts who first, I think, up to this point.
For sure, but the thing about the Imani, which I'm not too sure about, is the Mana Rift. Because the Mana Rift, actually, while it being very good on defense, for capturing the point fight, it's actually really difficult for the Mana Rift to find any sort of value. And that's actually what you're mainly looking for when you pick up this Imani, because it can help you outproof all these characters like the Victor,
As you see,
the BK, etc.
As you see, BK ulting to go for the ult, but he doesn't get anyone. And now the EV trying to duel with the BK, but BK stays safe thanks to the Furia.
Shoot drop midnight as well, and this is the engage button, right, for Instinct Esports. They should be able to find a kill, but actually no, nothing actually found the offers ultimates, and they're not forced to back out slightly. But here's where the Mana Rift is really useful. Now they just really need to play into lines of sight of this Imani, and you can see right there just so much damage being put onto this BK before
the Imani
coming in.
Too greedy. The Imani gets too greedy and gets poked out at the end. And now this looks like an even fight between Sa and Velox. It just depends on who decides to use their ultimate and stuff. If they decide to use it on the point fight or the push. As you see the EV trying to poke out the Mave, and the Mave is dropping dangerously low, and yep, the Mave gets finished off now. Now we see them trying to obtain high ground control for the defense.
This is gonna be a fair 1-1 for them if they cannot recharge this one.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to be able to recharge. So 1-1 goes to the scoreline. But what we really need to look at now is the ultimate economy, because the ultimates really change the way a team fight swings. And we can see right now that Velox Omega, they have 4 ultimates online compared to the 2 on the side of Saw Titan's job. They did use the midnight, but it actually didn't find any value because of the dome shield. They're actually much more negating the fact that the...
And now
Sonic
Sonic
might be
really
doing
safe.
better against the Inara staying on point. Like that 6 seconds now is, I think it's really great considering in a coordinate team fight.
The thing about Saw Titan's Drum is their composition has much more impactful ultimates, right? You have the Midnight, the King Bomb, the Seismic Crash, the Barrage, all much more impactful ultimates, and of course the Fury ultimate. The thing is, the Corvus ultimate is really lackluster in the sense that it doesn't really provide much of anything to the team. Apart from it's slow, it doesn't really do anything.
As you see the Rocket Barrage come down, but not any picks though. And now they're running out of ults that they can use, and now the BK dies before he can get his ult. Like they can't die before
Omega still has 3 ultimates. But Saw
Omega still has 3 ultimates. And Saw just has solo and R ult. And what can an R do against
now
the
Dragon
mobility
comes through, and you will be hardly staggered if she stays behind. I think the Dragon is trying to fly and rotate to get to her, but I think she will still fall down without the double ultimate from Corvus.
And look how long they staggered the NR.
Actually, I think that was a mistake by Epic Boy. He should have just died and regrouped with his team there. Because if he died while capping, he would have at least prevented some cap time. But actually, he died running away from the Dragon. So actually, much time wasted there, and actually 10 more seconds being needed to buy before the Inara is now back
the
in
Eve
fighting.
from
But this
Saw is coming out, and you gotta pick on Eevee.
Oh.
Inara's trying to touch him on.
As you see the NR trying to wall off the barrack, yeah.
It's really unfortunate. Like, not...
This is the replica of the first one fight, where they lost the first fight, and then recovered, and then...
They won the subsequent team fight, and they managed to come back, right?
And the Imani doesn't get taken down. And now the Inara dies, and now the BK gets taken down as well. They don't have any tank, they don't have any sustain, and the Victor's super low as well. The Victor's drastically low, and the Maeve tries to touch, but the Maeve can't get out. Now this looks like it's in favor of Team Omega. Yeah.
I think they learned the lesson from the first fight. Like they have to stone a little bit more properly. Now it's 2-1 for them.
Yeah, see, the thing is, when you have a solo tank, you can't send your tank to the point, right? Because you send your tank to the point, the DPS really have no space to work with, especially in a composition when you're fighting against a composition like Deluxe Omega. They have so much poke damage. The Inara needs to be able to walk up into their face and create some space for the rest of the DPS to move. The Victor is not gonna be able to shoot anything because the Imani and the Tiger is just sitting there and he's just getting spammed out before he can see anyone.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would like to see how they initiate this high ground fight. But he misses Sanchez Tiger. You get.
And he uses his ult to run away because of how he missed his jump, thanks to the wall.
Actually, I don't think this is necessarily a terrible use for Tiberius ultimate. I think especially in a scrim setting, it's really hard to find a good value for the Tiger ult, because if you dive in, normally when a team with good communication will be able to turn and react really quickly to your ultimate. So his ultimate is more used as a mobility tool more than anything, I think. So it's actually not a terrible use of Tiberius ultimate at these high levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we see like right there, slight overcommitment from the Tiger cost him his life.
And look at the amount of mobility that Corvus has. Like, even though it's 6 seconds per movement, it doesn't feel like 6 seconds, I can tell you.
Doom should get
It
forced
feels
now,
like
but he
every
just got
6
delayed
seconds he
after
can
1
move
second.
around.
Definitely his movement one of his greatest strengths, like Corvus.
Yeah.
He actually has so much mobility. He can just take the high ground so easily. He can just rotate off, come back, heal. Yeah, good Corvus would know how to position him. I think this is why they made his movement ability on a short cooldown, right? Because when you need to get so close to someone to heal them, you need to be able to get them quickly, right? So this kind of balances out Corvus's heal in a sense.
And Corvus actually has a lot of DPS. It's like the healer Talus.
Healer Talus.
Yeah.
I think the only thing it would be broken if his gun didn't have spread. But because of its spread, right, I think he's now like in a relatively balanced spot. But in casuals, I think Corvus really runs the show. If you have a good flank player on your team, Corvus would literally just run over
I
the
agree.
team.
It's only
Like
3 seconds left, but I don't know if the player's gonna move for a little bit more, considering they lost Imani, but they trade out with the Furia.
But look, Team Saw only
Team
has
Bomb
2
coming
people, only
in.
has 3 people online.
And
also,
get
but
killed.
look at the respawn advantage, right? The respawn advantage is really ideal for Team Saw right here, as they get to pick on the EV, and now the Barrack is left alone on point.
Yeah, the Barrack left alone on point. You just need to kill the Barrack and you should be able to win the round. But Convexity managed to find 1 kill onto the Bomb King, managed to turn it in their favor for ever so slightly, but actually the Victor is back in the carry corner, and this is... Yeah, there's no way of killing the Victor now. There's just too much damage for
I think that round, the Barrack survived for too long. Like, they didn't focus on the Barrack. I think they should have killed the Barrack earlier on.
Yeah, I think it was... Yeah, it's just too difficult now to... sorry, not the Victor, the Imani is just now back in that corner, and there's no way to stop the Imani. Like, on the defense, being in that position, the carry corner, the position on your left side of your screen right now, it's just so strong, especially when you have a long range character. Yeah, and
I think BK might be trailing off the damage charge a little bit, considering the team.
for sure, but it's difficult for the BK to find value, because the thing about BK is he provides a lot of high burst in like shorter range maps, but he does tend to struggle quite a bit, especially on these like longer range maps.
The thing is, the enemy is going triple tank. The best thing about BK is BK could just BK could just screw up tanks. Like BK can just like 3-shot
DPS,
tanks.
you mean?
Yeah. 3-shot DPS. But all the enemy DPS have a lot of mobilities. So
BK might try to look for a friend, but
unless you're Mr. Wolfies,
what he's trying to do.
it'll be a bit hard for the BK.
Like you can
to
see,
move
this
around.
time they're not piloting on the high ground. The blue team.
Yeah, and this is the problem, right? Because they managed to take the low ground, but when you have such high mobility champions to go up against, you need to be able to take this high ground side, because if you would give them the high ground, the EV and the Tiberius and all these other characters, high mobility characters, just run over your team. See, this is exactly what's happening. They have to now play BK. They send the Inara, onto the point. This is gonna net them one good kill onto the barrack, but when you kill the barrack here, you really need to find some sort of compensation for your lost tank.
Yep.
Now
There it
they
is.
traded out
They have to stop staggering one by one, because all I see is from Saw keeps on staggering one by one. They need to coordinate where they are. They need to tell each other more better positioning, because they can't just keep on staggering themselves. Because this way, look, like the dragon has already come out, and now the BK can't do anything about it. And now 3 of them are already dead. Now it's only Fury and Victor left. What can they do with just a Fury and Victor? And now this point will probably go to Team Velox Omega again. Yeah, it does go to Team Velox Omega. Now it's a tier 3. Yeah.
Can we just have a look at the slash lines again?
Yeah. Can we look at the slash lines? Yeah.
Oh, 20
Oh, the
Maeve!
Maeve! The Maeve 5-16-2.
I think
21
Time is
and
doing a
5
great job.
for the Tiberius. What?
Getting all the kills. from all
Yeah,
those
Tiberius actually going crazy.
I kind of feel bad for the Maeve right now, because I think the Maeve just gets bursted down by the Tiger and the Iman.
So hard for any of these. So hard for the BK or the Maeve to find value against these poke characters on a long range map. Like, yeah, the one thing Maeve really struggles against, or the two things rather, is like either burst damage or any sort of hit scan, right?
Yeah.
And when you have something like Imani, so much damage. Basically, Imani is like pretty much a hit stand character, right? The Maeve is definitely bound to struggle. You see,
Plus
one chunk
Tiberius
and just
has a
one shot
Q
from the barrack,
that can
the
easily
Maeve is
change
just gone.
Maeve
Yeah.
Exactly.
there.
And I think looking at damage charts, yeah, I think the DPS in Saw needs to step up their game.
It's not that. I think the draft just really favors Velox Omega in this case, because you can see how many all the DPS characters are able to take high ground, and when you're able to take high ground on this map, you are not fighting from the worst angle every single
because
time.
of turret on the far side.
Exactly. Now the Imani is on the top of the stairs right
Tries
now. I
make
don't know what
pressure
you're
on the
supposed to
barrack,
do.
but no one's gonna follow it up. Maeve's
And
gonna
look, the
on
Maeve gets
Imani,
caught
but
out again. Oh no,
Oh.
the Mani misses. Oh, but the Maeve
I
still
think
dies
both
and
of
the
them
Mani
missed
stays
over
alive.
his shot.
Yeah, it's just too much damage onto the Maeve. The Maeve can't do anything even with DR, honestly.
Yeah.
Speaking King Bomb uses for the EV, but I think he got baited.
Because yeah, Velox Omega has too much burst potential.
And they lost their contact. I think this will be a fall.
They lost their point tank, but they do manage to find the BK in return. And you have this EV to continuously touch, so even if the point tank does take a while to come back, the EV should be able to stall out this payload momentarily. But as I say that, the dragon comes out, cleans up
And the
everything,
payload is
and no
slowly
one
inching
touches
in
the
and
point.
no one can touch the point, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they just drop it a little bit slightly wrong, I would say.
No, they just got outdrafted too hard, I would say. It's just too difficult for this Maeve or this BK to find any value against
Yeah.
the composition.
Yeah,
They would
now
put out something like a Sin or Angel, but they might be banned before even drafting. So
yeah,
GG to
since
Omega.
yeah, now we'll take around a 5-minute break for the third set.